How's it going, everyone? Every now and then I like to re-venture out and talk about Holo. This last Friday, everything has been moving up, just really good. Like the whole market was up. Holo went up, just a simple 4%. And here's really just what we're looking for, right? When I'm looking at this chart, I got to see, is there an overreaction type of move? And there really is not that an overreaction move I'm seeing. Yes, we're hitting this EMA 5, right? And that's where the algos will reject. If you guys know my system, these EMAs are your price targets. And if you get too far away from them, then you got to understand, like, it's just not looking good for you, right? So what we try to do is use time distance, more candles that are away from the EMA 5, you're going to get a price to come back up to it. So here's here's what we have right here on this big overreaction move here. We have this EMA 5 coming away from it, right? And then price comes all the way back up, making a 27% move, almost touching the EMA 10. And if you count these candles here, you can see how price moves in ways here. You have right here, it touched it. But if you look up for the overreaction ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, this was 4 daily candles. The fifth one comes up. Now, it doesn't have to be like that. I tend to look for 7 daily candles is extremely long, right? And my buy zone is always this green band here. So if price is not at this green band, I tend to look for, is there a better setup, right? I like to look for a better setup that has this, and if there is, I would look to buy that. They had their reverse split 1 for 20 way back in October 9th, and really hasn't had anything substantial, right? Right on the day of the reverse split, yeah, it had a big move, a higher move up here, and then it just kept declining down. So the thing I do like here is the EMA 20 time distance here. As you can see, we're getting some of that. 10:15 is the last touch. The current date is 11/23, so we are over 1 month of not touching this EMA 20, and you got to be like, well, what's the risk versus reward? What's that move up looking like? Well, it's a 43% move. Not too bad. I would love to take that. Of course, if you guys are in this way earlier, that's not a big enough move for you guys, right? And that's the thing. Like, everyone's just really hoping this thing pumps, squeezes, and all that. And I've been hearing this thing way back, 6 months ago, a year ago. People have just been hoping for this squeeze here. But you're going to get price movements like this. You see these little mini pumps here, and then a smaller one, and then you're going to get even a smaller one here. So you got this one, lower. They're all higher lows, right? You can see this right in here, higher lows happening all the time, from here, here. So it's not really anything I think substantial is going to happen. Of course, anything in the market can happen. But yeah, this is stock Holo. This is how I played it. I made lots of money doing these increments of move. I always look for 10% gains, and I played this many times. Sometimes I made more than 10%, and that's the beauty of this system. So we are touching the EMA 5. How convenient. Is anyone surprised that we rejected here? No one should be surprised. We hit the 10, reject. Hit the 10, reject. Hit the 5. A lot of the times we're going to hit the 5, reject. I think, the 10, there's just not much wiggle room for up to the 10. I mean, you're looking for another 8%. It's not too big up there, and that's if it hits there. So the next thing I want to look at is your KDJ, which is this indicator down here. This is kind of where you can look to get those dead cat bounces. Like, for example, right in here when you had this overreaction move, this was a 4.46 on the KDJ. Well, anything under 10 is pretty low, especially under 5. And if you look at the history of Holo, usually around the 4 mark, you see right here, this is a 4, it pumps. Right here's a 4, it pumps. So it's just good to see, like, okay, if we get down to that area, that's a good area to accumulate. But since we hit this EMA 5, I do not want to get in Holo, and I want to wait a couple candles until we get this time distance away from the EMA 5, or maybe 2 months. If we get close to 2 months of not touching the CMA 20, yeah, sure, I could take a stab at it. We just had this reverse split, so we got that out of the way, and usually after reverse split, stock price goes down, so we knew that was going to happen. A lot of people got FOMO'd into it, thinking, now that the reverse split's gone, it can finally make its big move. I think with any kind of catalyst news, yes, it can do it at any moments of time without any charts that can predict that. That's just, part of catalyst. A company can release anything and it will just skyrocket, right? I'm not saying that. I'm just playing a very conservative approach, right? So we had this big support here. You can see right here is where this last pumped. It comes back here. Here's it retests, breaks it, and makes a new low. And this thing has been just doing that consistently, right? You had this big support here. It tests it, it makes a new low, and that's why I really don't play based on how retail traders do. I know too many people look at that kind of stuff, and stop losses will get hit and rated, and they'll make their new lows. My buy zone is at that green line. If it goes there, yes, I will be looking for to buy Holo, and until it doesn't, I'm just going to play other plays that make more sense. So if you guys do want to join the Discord, we've just had a monster play, you know, 2 monster plays last week that ran massive. If you do join the Discord, hit the link down below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. What you want to do is please read how to subscribe. If you have an Android, the easiest way to do is just subscribe on your computer or use your phone's browser like your Google Safari, and that will act like it, because for some reason we're having issues with Android, but once you subscribe, you're fine. Void scammers, I'll never message or DM you first. Easiest way to subscribe is hit day trade alerts over here on the subscriptions tab, and you'll get access to everything: day trades, swing trades, the education, being a part of a community, confidence, and all that. Because a lot of these trades, I really love the day trades, because a lot of these swing trades, you got to be really patient, right? And if you are really patient, you're going to win over 90% of the time doing these swing trades. I have very high success, especially over stocks that are over $1. And then while I do that, I do my day trades, and I make money every day. So that's the whole thing. If you want to be a full-time trader and learn more, I recommend the Day and Swing Trading Plus. It is only $12 a month here if you hit Server Shop or Server Subscriptions. You can read about the 2 services. Subscribe on your phone or subscribe on your computer. You can avoid the iOS fee for $12 a month. All right, guys, thank you so much. This is my update on Holo. I'll probably look at it one more month from now, so we can get this EMA 20 time distance, see if we don't hit that. And I would look for that reversion to the mean, because really these EMA 5 and 10, it's just not worth the risk. There's not much room up to it. Your big money is going to be that EMA 20, which has a 43% gain as now. But keep in mind, it's going to go down as time goes down. As price goes down, time, that can go down. I also want to look for KDJ 4. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys join the Discord. If you guys liked this video and thought it was insightful on how I catch bottom reversals, give this video a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.